Hey YouTube world.
Round one.
Here's some bag work from July 8th, I think it was. Maybe the 7th, one of those two. And I didn't edit too much out here. It's mostly just the full rounds. I think there was a spot or two I did take like 10 seconds out or something, but it is mostly, what is it? I think 4 complete rounds, and then that's pretty much it. 3-minute rounds. There was minute intervals that I took out too. So yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit longer than 4 rounds, so there's a little bit more in there. Actually, I did 6, but at the end I was just, I don't know, not really focusing too well and whatever else. I did this after like a day of boating in the sun. Wasn't my best, but I wanted to make sure I got out there and get it and did something, you know. So anyways, the first round is me just open hitting the bag. No random or no structure, no set combos. I'm just trying to think about everything, moving my head, moving my feet, turning over my hips, keeping my hands up. Adding some defense, like in terms of head movement at least. I didn't do any like blocks really. But yeah, kind of just trying to get a good sweat, get some work in. Obviously focus some on technique, but the technique looks rough at certain parts of it here. Especially as the rounds get late. I mean, they're pretty busy. Like, if you'll notice here, I probably haven't hardly stopped punching the whole 2 minutes of this first round. And that's not really how it goes when you're in a class and you have someone punching back at you. You are not just punching the whole 2 minutes. But that's fine. I want to get the volume in. Then I did at the end, I did a round that was only my lead hand, and I did a round that was only my rear hand. So yeah, just, pretty much just trying to get a good workout, shred some calories, not worry too much about technique, but at the same time not, throw it out the window. So that's pretty much what you got here. Anyone learning to box, I totally recommend recording yourself. I noticed when I was looking at the right hand only round, it looked like I was dropping my left when I threw my right. And I'm like, I thought I was pretty good at that, but sometimes it's close to being up, but it's just like a little bit too low. It's like I didn't totally drop it. It's not down at my like waist or something crazy, but it's just a little bit below my chin where it's really not doing me much good, unless I noticed the punch coming or something. The jabs are looking pretty good. You could maybe say the same thing. Like right now I'm looking at it, it kind of comes down right below my chin. I mean, then I sort of just move it up over. I don't know. It's, I could sit here and critique all sorts of stuff, I'm sure. But there's things I feel like I'm doing fairly good. I am getting my hips. I'm trying to watch my feet as I punch and see if the right heel is kind of coming off the ground. It is on a lot of the punches. I mean, if I'm trying to do something fast, then I'm not going to pivot as much. So it probably kind of depends on if I'm going for like really power or just trying to throw the punch out there quicker. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm kind of just rambling here. But yeah, lots of straights. At one point I focus on doing rolls. There is like a planned combo that's coming up maybe in a couple minutes where I'm really trying to work on my rolling. So I do a couple rolls and then a couple hooks. I think I do a 1-2 roll 4-3 and then a 1-2 roll 3-4. Seems like whenever I'm like live in action, I don't roll punches really hardly ever, unless I know what the punch is going to be. If it's one of the choreographed drills where I know which punch is coming, then yes, I might roll it. But if it is like unplanned sparring action, I pretty much just block, and that goes for like everything. I'm getting better at like preemptive, proactive head movement. where I'm not just standing in front of my opponent. I'm like ducking or slipping a little bit or moving my feet, you know, doing something to kind of not just be a target standing there. But when it comes to like me identifying that's a punch that I should roll and then actually executing a roll, like on the reactive side of things, I'm doing almost none of that. I was talking to people at the gym. It sounds like that's a kind of a common thing, except for maybe with the really advanced guys. A lot of people just do the head movement, you know, without knowing what punch is coming. Just kind of a, like I said, like a proactive head movement, so we're not a standing target. But to do it reactive, man, it is tough. You know, slipping's a bit easier, but even that, it just seems like my instincts are to like either go to a high guard or to like catch the jab and like block a hook or a cross or something. So working on it, but I'm definitely eating less punches than I used to overall. So I'm getting better at the blocking, which is cool. Yeah, I definitely take more damage than I probably should. But again, as I was saying, like they kind of throw you to the wolves once you get to the advanced class. So, you know, I'm like the worst person in the advanced class, really. I did have a buddy that moved up with me, but he's out again. He's got classes that came up and he's doing something else. So yeah, I'm in there. I started boxing, like my very first boxing class was November of 22. And now I've got 6 months, but some of that was one class a week. Now I'm doing the 2 now that I went to the advanced class, but you know, so I've got whatever, 6 months of experience with 1 to 2 boxing classes a week. I hit bags and, you know, work on technique and whatever by myself. But almost everyone that's in this class with me has like a year or 2 or 5 or 10 years of experience, and you know, a couple of the guys have like 30 amateur fights, and a couple like our Golden Glove champions. So I'm way outranked when it comes to skill, but that's good. That's how I'm gonna get better. It just means in the meantime, my face is getting punched way too frequently, but it's all good. So anyways, totally rambling here. So yeah, kind of this is the full length version. I didn't like cut it. I didn't, you know, put a combo up on the screen every 15 seconds. So if you're actually still watching, awesome. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, here I'm doing the rolls. Roll, roll, bam, bam. But anyhow, hope everyone out there is doing good. We'll talk to you guys later. All right.